insights.
Alright, so we're here for episode 32 of Real Talks No Ports and myself and Dargan Lizzle.
Yes, yours truly, Xmas.
And on this one, we're going to be discussing a topic that came up quite recently. Well, actually a few weeks, maybe in a month back even.
About a month now, probably.
But it's talking about, so obviously things like the Hardy Caprio situation came up. And obviously we'll talk about his experiences and his mental health in the music industry.
Yeah.
So it's actually just discussing whether are labels obligated to look after artists mentally, or is that more fall on the artists themselves to do so?
Yeah, I like this one. Tough, man.
Yeah. Like, so there's two sides to this basically. There's the side of the label should do so, and well, yeah, basically yes or no. And so there's the label should do so, and it's the artist needs to do so because it's you, your body, your life, basically. And so a lot of people would say the label should, because obviously nowadays mental health became such a big topic at the forefront of basically everything we do. Then they should basically put something in place. But at the same time, the label is a business, and the business has to put X amount into you. They don't need to put. It's basically a mental health service will be seen as more like a perk, basically. So
The label are investors.
yeah,
It's like you go out and your company, your startup, and you need investors to fund, whether it be a venue or your actual product. And they're your investors.
Yeah. I think
You don't ask your investors for.
I think it's because of the role that the labels play as they work alongside the artists. Because they're not passive investors.
First of all, obviously, yeah. So we'll actually get into it. Shout out Hardy Caprio.
Yeah.
That was quite sad. It's always sad to hear that sort of stuff. Even I remember Ray had a little situation.
Yeah.
I'll actually never forget it. She was on live or TikTok or whatever it was, literally crying.
Yeah.
Like, it was quite serious. Shout out mental health, because it's a serious thing in the music game as well.
Yeah.
People try so hard and sometimes get nowhere. But bro, we know the game.
Yeah. I think it should be. This would be hard to classify. But remember I said just before, if they're making you do something or doing something to you that directly impacts
How your mental health is.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of situations where an artist is popping, a label signs the artist. Obviously, after a while, the artist is never going to stay all the way up here unless they're part of that very few, like 0.1%. And then instead of the label releasing them, they keep them on because they're just like, if we can't have you, nobody can.
So they should provide something for them in that sort of case.
Yeah, to an extent, because they're not letting the artist leave.
So they should basically say, we're not going to let you leave, but we understand that it's
if they're not letting you release, and then that's affecting your financial
because that's a serious scenario. They don't let you release, they don't let you but what I'm asking is, because I was actually going to ask, what about when they don't let you release? So they don't let you release, they don't let you leave.
Yeah.
And
you're basically just sitting there.
They're supposed to...
Like, you can't go and make any bread from your music.
Okay. I mean, I hear you. Like, obviously, the first point, like you were saying in the beginning, a lot of these guys scout you, innit?
Yeah.
So from that point of view, if you've come for the person, you should be at their, like, kind of will. Like, not say at their will, but you should help them. And
like the A&R should basically, if you're A&R and you sign the artist to his thing, you should be...
everything for their benefit, effectively, hopefully, innit? Obviously, like you say, we know it's business. It's tough, man, because we've seen, like, the worst breakdowns, fall offs. We've seen, like, how, like, man, just keep it real, innit?
I'll go on, sorry.
We've seen Rams. We've seen that situation. We've seen the Ray. We've seen the Caprio now. We've seen a few situations where it doesn't go the right way or whatever, or they don't have the right support system around them, the right backing, how it goes. I can't pinpoint that on a label, though.
I don't think it's always on the label, but I do think labels do certain things that can lead to situations where I think, okay, you should do X, Y, Z.
But that's like making a safety net for your own BS. Like, you, okay, so if
obviously the situation. I meant so specifically that situation I just mentioned, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they're not letting you release,
yeah, this is what I'm
then
saying.
they're not
Though.
letting you go.
So how? Okay, for example, you own a label,
Yeah,
and you have an artist X,
yeah,
and artist X has done well for about a time, but you want him to work towards an album, whatever it may be, so he's not going to release it for a year and a half until that release date or whatever it may be.
yeah.
Are you telling me that now, because you're aware that he might feel away, you're going to say, oh, but hang about, I'll get you counselling?
Oh no. Like that's different. Like, I'm talking like, let's say like the Pound situation, but like he wants to release, but the label saying no, we're not letting you release. Like, so I can't make money. It's like,
so then what do the label do about that? Because effectively,
they're just not. They don't do anything.
Yeah, but this is my question. What are they gonna do about it in terms of your mental health when it's their decision and it's their, let's be real, capital? Like, it's their, it's them really. Like, they've picked you. Yes, you are the vessel, but they are the investors, isn't it? So equally, both of you are nothing without the other one. But really, you know what you're going for, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because when you say from an investor standpoint,
what are they gonna do? Like, I'll keep it real. One thing I always say is this game is cutthroat. Like, we know this business is cutthroat. We've been seeing it. Like, how many people have had tracks ripped off? People sing it and it's their tune. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what you're getting into, and if you don't, try find out.
Fair.
Because this thing is disgusting. It can be evil. It can be so butters.
Yeah.
In that scenario that you just made, who does it fall on to support the person's mental health? Because to me, that falls on the person.
Fair.
As hard as it would be,
yeah,
I cannot expect a label to put that. Like, I've always said, I feel like we get things, I don't want to say misconstrued, but like, it would be nice.
Yeah.
It would be so nice, and I believe these provisions should be in place, whatever it would be, A to Z, therapy, whatever you want to call it. It would be nice.
Yeah, but it's not a compulsory thing.
They don't have to do it.
Yeah, that's the thing. They don't have to. Yeah.
Our problem is that it would be nice, and when we see that, we kind of like equate it would be nice with it should be right now, especially where mental health is in the world right now as well. I believe if you're in, like, if you, morally, if you're an investor, you'd want
the best.
Yeah. For the person you're investing in.
Yeah. It's like it's in the, but then that's also like just a thing, and if in it, well, like, it would be nice. Like, it's just techie. It's a bit techie because, like,
it's dread.
As much as, so they obviously don't have to, innit? But it depends. Yeah, I guess it just comes down to how they want to operate in it.
It's dread. It's dread because they don't have to.
Yeah,
and that's where our biggest problem comes from. Because really, they don't have to.
Yeah,
the same way you don't have to say yes. Like,
but then it depends how malicious. It depends how the label operates initially from the jump. Because we know that these labels, they're going out signing people that they're young, doing whatever, signing contracts that they don't really understand.
Yeah.
And then basically rinsing, all right, your buzz is gone, bye. So it's like, if you know they're moving maliciously, like, remember I told you the label, they got the death clause.
Yeah, mad thing.
Someone in America.
Mad thing.
So it's like, artist isn't recouping and he wants to leave, bang, bang. Cool. Now his streams are basically gone up by like 800%. Or recoup that way. It's like what's called some gangster artists. They're getting them to take out life insurance.
Yeah, that's the one I've been reading into recently.
Like, it's just at the end of the day, it is they don't have to.
Bruv, it's this.
But at the same time,
It's actually
like,
this. It's this. Like, man are shaking hands, bro. Like, it takes two.
Yeah. But it does. I don't know if it's because maybe from a business standpoint, they don't have to. But then from an actual, let's say, if you want to, from a longevity point, then that's where it becomes an issue, I would say. Because let's say we're in an area where it's like there's a lot of transparency and people know how you're dealing with other artists and that artists are speaking. So if you're gonna act like that and then not support people when they're coming off, then
it's not gonna fare well for you at all.
Yeah, basically. Because because you've had big artists in America basically talk about how this label's done X, Y, Z, and they'll speak about that to the masses, not just to other artists. So I don't know, it's difficult. Me personally, I would say I believe they should, just because it is in their best interest.
This is all it is.
Yeah.
For them, like you said, the longevity, for them to thrive.
Yeah. If you want an artist working at their best, like we've got even Dave saying when he comes off a tour, he's feeling mentally battered. Like he's saying that he can't go. The thing of going from the love on stage to just back to the tour bus, no one really shouting him. He's saying that's even like getting to him.
Yeah, that was a wild bar.
Yeah. Then he said, I'm driving down the whatever, crying in the driver's seat. I don't even know where I'm going. Like, if that's what's happening to the biggest artists, then that actually like getting consistent thing, then imagine the artists that are going from the boom to the boom, innit?
Of course, man. You're right, it's in their best interest.
And then even if I say, sorry.
No, let's go.
I was gonna say, even if you want to say it from a branding standpoint, you can just play it off as a branding thing. Worst comes to worst, if you want to be proper dread about it, you can just use it as a tax write-off. You can run it as a business tax expense. We're paying for mental health services for employees. Reduce the tax bill.
It's true. It would be nice. It would be great. It would make things run so much smoother.
Yeah.
I do believe there are certain people in certain roles that this responsibility lies more on that don't get the mention.
Fair.
A&Rs, managers, so on and so forth. Just your team around you.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to say I don't think they're obliged.
Yeah.
I do not think they're obliged. And I say that because this world is the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we really know it's not fairies and daisies. Like, it's so sad.
Yeah.
That when I say, bro, I can still see that video of Ray.
Yeah.
Literally, bro. Like, it's deeper.
Yeah.
But, you know the thing, bro.
Yeah.
It's just the sad, like, it even hurts me to say it. But that's why so many people want to do the independent thing.
Yeah.
Because they really know how it goes. Like, they know what the Sharks Jaws are saying. It's not.
I'd say those people that are able to do the independent thing, though, a lot of them aren't actually independent. That's the thing. So that's something that's come out recently. A lot of them are actually consulting directly with the labels. So it's like a hybrid independent thing.
Yeah, there's
like,
a go on.
Like you've seen it with obviously the AJ Chase and Daveton, they're independent, but they've got distribution deals. So they're technically still independent. But I remember, I think it was on maybe Made You Think or something, maybe in the comment section, someone was talking about it, or maybe Made You Think himself. He was saying like, they'll talk about Central, they're saying she's actually just consulting directly with the label.
Yeah.
So it's like, then it's like independent. Yeah, but actually no, it was at an event. It was at the one in freaking Wembley actually. Yeah. they'll talk about not major things. I read something. I think I also read. They talk about how they just consult directly with the labels, and the label advises them on what to do. Basically,
That's independent.
yeah, it is. But it's like you still got the machine behind you, like
You ain't got them behind you. You just got them helping you. You're stealing from them, effectively.
basically.
Yeah.
Like you're basically doing what an artist on the label is doing, but without.
You're not doing what
direct.
artists and the label's doing because they're not involved in you. You're just asking them. You're consulting them. When you're on a label, I don't want to say own you, but you are part of them. So all these guys, blood. If you jumped into, and you're talking about music managers that were saying they're consulting labels, yeah. If you jumped into football management, G, and you had the chance to chat to Pep Guardiola, about ball.
Oh yeah, of course.
But chatting to Pep Guardiola
it's not like a
ball,
one-off conversation though.
It could be a million. You could have Pep's number, bro.
I'm talking like, okay, I don't know how it works. I'm assuming that let's say they're paying X amount for like on a retained, like maybe monthly thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Like, bro, do you know how many people start labels and brands and like designer brands?
Yeah.
And bro, forget that. Reese Wabara, Mania Devoir.
Yeah.
My guy, said his
10,000 an hour
for thinking time, bro.
Fair.
Come off it, man. Like I your value, G.
I hear what they're
everyone
saying.
knows your value.
Yeah.
Literally, everyone knows your value. That's why they're paying.
Yeah.
You know that you don't want the whole package, but you know the value of what I'm giving you.
I hear that they are technically independent.
They're independent. They're independent.
I don't know the extent to which the labels are involved in them.
Even when they've got publishing deals, distro deals, like they're still independent. You're not independent when someone's pushing you. These guys still fund their tours. These guys still fund their like videos. Still like it might not be all their connects.
But I don't know what the label's doing there.
Who?
With Century Team, innit?
Bro, I mean, they're not paying for stuff.
I don't know. they might be.
You think they're paying for stuff?
What would they pay for?
That's what I'm saying. What are they paying for? Because they didn't linking up with Cole Bennett for Dojo. They didn't do that. He did that. They didn't do that. This is Mr. I Want to Break America. They didn't do that.
There's some people saying maybe they're opening a few doors over there.
I don't know. I could see it in terms of maybe LA leakers, maybe or the billboards of these things, but
I don't know. It's all speculation, isn't it? Like there's no. They just said that he's working with the label,
and I'm sure he is.
Yeah,
I'm actually sure he is.
Yeah,
like look where he is, bro. Like in 2 years, or whatever it is. I'm sure he is. But why is he working with it and not signed to it?
Because he knows the reality of signing. So yeah,
you're not giving me something that's basically too good to be true. Like something that I literally can't say no to.
Yeah, that
you can run me for whatever and I can't say no to.
He'd have to, if he's gonna sign, then. But I think signing would be the death of him, though. Yeah, like he's too big to sign.
He needs to, he needs to David.
He's too big to sign. It's like Digga D. If Digga D signs, he's done. I can't. No offense to him, yeah, but I think he'd actually be done.
Yeah, I agree.
There's like,
and I don't even think that just because of the music. I think just because of my man as well. Yeah, the numbers that he'd signed for.
He was saying like hundreds of M's. He was looking at.
Yeah, bro. Listen, he would.
If he signs, it's literally
I'm lowballing in it, but it's definitely 10 M's plus.
Oh yeah.
Like that's what man's. Not to say that's what they're offering, but that's what man's talking.
Essential C signing. I'm saying he's signing for 30 M's. I'm saying 30 M's. Yeah, 30 M's.
This is wild. What's going on, bro?
Yeah,
wild.
Because I know Youngboy. Wait. What's dollars to? Oh crap! It's probably fucked up.
92 pence is $1 now.
Shit. Okay. Let's say 80. Youngboy's 80 apparently. That's 74.
80 M's.
Yeah. Well, $8 in dollars. The 74 pounds.
Do you know what's busting me up? Certain man are selling their whole master's catalogue.
Oh yeah, who was it?
For the same price
did
that
it
these
recently?
numbers I'm hearing. Future, 85 M's, 80 M's, 75 M's, something like that. For these same numbers.
Yeah.
Flipping hell, bro. Like, man, get why they don't sign, bro.
Yeah. That's the thing. And plus, when you're recouping from your 20%. See how dread that is?
Bruv, pockets.
So it's like, let's say you make the 80 mil. Let's say you make 80 mil. But then it's let's say 8 mil divided by 5. 1, 3, 60 mil. You got to recoup basically you got to recoup 400 mil. That's why it's dread. That's why it's basically a death contract, isn't it?
I know once you get into it with a label, you owe.
That's why I'd say you should only sign for like maximum mil. Because you can probably recoup. If you do a Maz on your project, you can probably recoup like 5 M's. I think you could probably recoup 5 M's. If not, you could probably get it on the second one and like just go on the mad singles run and then recoup then, innit? But it's techie, man. It's techie. Like, the business side of me is saying, the business side of me is saying like you don't actually have to pay for it, but the moral side of me is just like, nah, man, like that should just be in place, innit? I know, me personally, if I was to run a label, I wouldn't run it without it in it.
Facts.
But they don't have to.
Facts, because it's in your best interest. Like, if you ran a label, bro, it'd be a utopia.
Yeah.
Because you want your artist to say, hey, Snap, what? This is what is Google. Yeah? Like, let's go. Like, what?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Bro?
And not even that, just because it's just dread, man. I don't be the artist, it's just dread as well for a lot of them. And like, I don't know. Okay, I'd be interested to know how the labels are working with these artists that's even making them be like so bad in like mentally. Like, I know there's some artists that have been like, I put forward a song and the label just said nah.
Yeah, this is what I was actually gonna say, bro. That's all it takes, you know.
Yeah. That's like you put 3 to 5 songs forward, they just say nah to every single song.
That's all it takes. Like, we can never forget, everything starts from something. This started from a dream. Music started from a talent, whatever it may be, bro. Yeah. You've taken it now to the height where you're at a label. This is your art. You're telling me you're taking your stuff to someone and they say, nah, rubbish that. Rubbish that. That's not making bread.
Crazy.
What's your value? What am I now? However long ago I was making tracks and I was happy. Yeah. Now I need there's a sign of approval. There was only my sign of approval before. Now there's your sign of approval. Yeah. Like, come off it, bro. That's spinning me mentally. Yeah. Like, you're right. Yeah. Like, you're telling me what I'm saying. You're telling me what I'm saying. What I've like put on page ain't good enough. Yeah. Are you all right? Why did you sign me? Are you all right? Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, the self-doubt, yeah, it's mad. It's like literally, and then now you've gone however long without releasing, and then now it's like you're locked in. But you'll be there thinking like, what's going on, bro? You'll be there ready to scrap someone easily. Yeah,
didn't that happen to Shaka?
Oh, this rings a bell. Why does this ring a bell?
Something about that's why he dropped his first album now.
Yeah, why does this ring a bell? Oh my days,
because he was locked in on his thing. I think the label did that to him.
They didn't let him release. Yeah,
they just wanted the chart hits from him, innit? So he just had to sit on this label for years. So yeah,
like I 100%. Listen, the best way to put it, if man were to start a label today, that might even be one of the first things to put in place. Yeah, just because we know what time it is in this world right now. But
yeah, they don't have to.
Not everything and everyone is valued the same.
That's true. Yeah.
It's dread, like man. Yeah. Even when you're asking, like, what do they do that's that bad for them to, sign them? That's what they did. Sign them. You gave them belief. You gave them hope.
I think it's mad. I think it's because how they released them as well. Actually, no. Technically, it's a business transaction, so you don't actually have to give anything back.
I promise you, my guy. Like, listen, you see when it's business, yeah. This is what's hilarious. Like, I don't want to say hilarious, but it's mad. Like, some of these numbers are silly numbers.
Yeah.
But forget that. These are numbers that the person handing them out knows. You've not seen these numbers, my G. I beg you, don't act up.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm giving you 10 M's or whatever. I'm giving you 5 M's. You're doing what I'm saying.
Like you said, that's a
Are
bit...
you all right?
If this... That, obviously, it's calculated, isn't it? So, like,
bro, I'm telling you the gospel, G. Like, bro, I beg you back 5 M's out of your pocket and tell me that you're not going to... Tell me that you're not going to tell me to go shop. Are you all right?
Basically, the whole thing's just malicious, isn't it?
It's cutthroat. Yeah. That's the way to say it. It's not malicious because
so
I can't say like we don't know the ins and outs. With certain things, it will be very malicious. But why I say it's cutthroat is because everyone knows what it is.
Yeah,
malicious is kind of like when you, not to say it is, but like malicious, there's a bit of intent there. Like there's a bit of I'm trying to do you over a little bit. I don't.
The press plating 2 in the queue though.
That's malicious. That was taking a piss. Man said they just gave him food. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Go move this, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Danny Streets, shout out you. That is that's a mad move. That
man said if you go move this, then that's your
mad move.
Man said they may as well give them the plug's number in Colombia and said, yeah, that's your signing.
Mad move. Mad move. Nah, man. Like, everyone knows what it is. That's what I can't call it malicious. Of course, there's a bit of evil intent there. There is, but you know what's going on over here. Like, we're the machine.
Yeah. I'd say people know now.
Yeah.
Because enough horror stories have come out.
Yeah. And fair enough with Hardy.
Because he signed 20... I don't know. Maybe 17, 18.
Yeah, he probably signed about 2018, 2017.
People weren't talking about what happened on labels then, innit?
Thank you. And he was about before then.
Yeah.
So he
plus his mental health thing was coupled with his own family life as well, innit?
Yeah, that was a sad thing. That was very sad. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bless him. That sounded like a struggle. I feel like again, I can't blame the label. Not to say that I won't blame the label.
Yeah.
But there's people before then.
Yeah, like there's a lot of touch points where it's like, why wasn't this
thank you
addressed beforehand?
Like, do you know how I'm gonna say it? You see when Anthony Joshua did the mad thing?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? There was people there
that should have stepped in.
Thank you very much, man.
Yeah.
Like there's before we start asking AJ why are you going on like that, like headset?
Yeah. Why is the mic still in his hand?
Because I'm gonna say, really and truly, man's just been through 12 rounds of super adrenaline, super testosterone, got beaten up, didn't manage to land any punches, just lost, even though he thought he'd won or whatever.
The tiredness,
vex, embarrassed,
ego
on the floor. Me personally, I understand the reaction.
Yeah,
I don't agree with it. I think it was absolutely, but
it was always going to happen when in that situation.
Now it's down to you to take the mic out of man's hand.
Yeah.
In the same way, the madness might have happened with your boy at the label. The madness might happen with your client at the label.
Yeah.
This, that. You got to do something. That's what A&Rs and managers, especially like, when I say managers, not just like, I'm going to sort out and talk to people for you.
Yeah.
Like the day-to-day, I'm with you. What are you saying? I'm calling you in the morning. Where you would... Important as hell, bro.
Yeah.
Important as hell. Important. Super. It's very sad. It's a very
I think it's a point where even those people, they just can't do anything. Because we'll get to a point where it's like, even those people, they're completely powerless, isn't it?
But everyone's powerless. This is what like kind of.
Because eventually, like it'll be like the manager, like. It's like, it's one of them ones where it's just like, oh yeah, that man's heard that. Like, like it would just be one of them was like, yeah, like I get you, but like I'm not trying to hear that right now. After a while, depends how long the artist is like stuck in the situation for, innit?
It's true though.
I know some managers might even leave their artists in it. Like I know a big reason for that as well, for the mental health things, because so the A&Rs that bring the artist to the label, they don't stay there.
Stay, yeah.
So now you're stuck at a label.
They don't even stay with the artist they brought to the label straight.
So you're actually stuck at a label with you're stuck at a label that doesn't actually believe in you, but the person that did believe in you, they've left.
They're not even with you.
Now you've lost all your vouching power. And so now that label basically just shells you because they're just like, we didn't bring you here. This person brought you here and they're not here. So you got to
fam it. And at the end of the day, that's a dread situation. But my thing is, bro, you got to try to be in the know. But it's so hard. It is so hard.
But then that's basically saying, don't ever sign with an A&R.
No. That's saying no. What does happen, might happen. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just said that knowing that. If an A&R approached you tomorrow, you would know that. Yeah. But you never know if an A&R is going to stay or not. You'll never know. But you know what could happen. Yeah. So now, it's up to you to weigh it up. It's up to you to ask the right questions. It's up to you to knock on the right doors. But then what questions? Like, blood. Obviously, the first question I'm asking is, are you hanging about when I get there? But anyone can say yes. You find out, my G. Anyone can say yes, though. You find out. For me, you find out. Fair. I thought anyone can say yes at the time. Anyone can say yes at any time. Agreed. But for me, you find out. Like the most you can do is contractually obligate the A&R to stay there. Thank you. That's the most you can do. What? All right. But then that doesn't mean that the A&R is actually going to. What? What? The things in my contract. Yeah. Okay. It depends how you word it in the contract, etc., etc. The things in my contract. Yeah. It's cutthroat, man. I feel. But you need to do due diligence, bro. Yeah. You need, like, as I feel the music industry is an industry where even you can try and tight seal everything as much as you can. Like, even with the A&R situation we're talking about. But when someone's ready to move on, like. The music industry, nothing's tight sealed for me. Yeah, that's what I said. You can try and tight seal everything as much as possible. But, like, even in that situation, like, we can have everything in the contract, yeah. But once that A&R basically just. He basically mentally checks out. Let's say after a year, he mentally checks out and the contract's 2 years. Like, we either have to dead the contract or, yeah. Oh, that's a part of the contract. But he can mentally check out. So then, man's addressing that because that's a part of the contract. What? Yeah. What? Of him addressing him checking out? Yes. Fair. What? Like, 100 million %. 100 million % of a. Yeah, obviously you have to address it. Listen, but like at the same time, it's like you could be saying, "All right, could you talk to the people in here about something?" And he's just not really. He's like, "Yeah, sure, I'm cool." Like man goes, sorry, we can't do that. Don't you ain't really fighting your corner or nothing like that. Like you're just getting bare. It's bare nose now. Because Don ain't really fighting your corner inside those meetings that you're not in. Has to get addressed. Like has to get addressed. Like there's so many things where it's just like. It's just difficult. Like, like what can you? Yeah, has to get addressed. But yeah, like bro, like you say, all of this could happen. At the end of the day, for me, you just couldn't know it could happen. Yeah, and you like, everything is chance. You just have to take the best gamble you can. Everything is chance. Yeah, but you just have to take the best gamble you don't go to. People that go to the bookies, they don't just go to the bookies blind. They go to the bookies, but whether they're betting on games, betting on horses or whatever, they have knowledge about the horses or they have knowledge about the games. It's still chance. It's always going to be chance. Like, bro, you've gone to an investor, my G. You've gone to someone that doesn't know F all about you and said, listen, I'm the guy who put the money into me. Things could go wrong from day one. Yeah. Come on, bruv. Man could just take your hold. Man could say, yep. and they're just taking your. They could just leak your music.
Yeah, that's
forget
true.
even taking your masters and that. Man could just leak your things. Like, you're right,
Yeah,
bro. Keep it. The Tell Me track, DB man heard that.
yeah,
Man, we played it like a year before it came out.
I was like that.
6
I
months
said that's
before it came
producers
out.
there. That's producers.
Yeah, that is producers, but still, ish gets leaked, bro.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm
I
saying?
know. That happened to Hate Zeno recently. Someone leaked all of his stuff. But more time,
Stuff
it's
gets leaked, bro.
Do you know what it is? The leakers. It's producers, hackers actually. Hackers is a big one.
Hackers is huge right now.
Yeah, blood.
It's just you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. Gotta do your due diligence, man. Game's risky.
Yeah.
You can get caught at any time. We all know this.
Yeah, like I think you just gotta make the best informed decision you can.
Yeah,
and that does sound like air advice. Like it does to an extent, but like it's one of them ones where it's all you can really do. It's kind of like when people say get a lawyer. It's just like
real,
what the
though.
process of getting a lawyer.
It's that real.
It's like
Nah, it's the same way that man say read your contracts. Read the contract though. Like it is like 100%. You gotta do it. You gotta be as informed as you can because they will swoon you.
Yeah,
they will swindle you. Like it's not a joke. It's not a joke. Like it's why people are so wary of managers. At the end of the day, you're the diamond. You're the gem.
Yeah,
they're trying to say exploit you. They're trying to make money off you. The same way the labels are.
Yeah.
If someone's trying to make money off you, there has to be a motive. Whether it's going to be ulterior.
I'd say most managers don't even finesse artists. Like, okay, a lot of managers fall out with artists. That's a common one.
Yeah. And I agree. I don't know if a lot of managers actually finesse artists, but
I'd say only few managers finesse artists, and when they do, that's a big. But then that's a separate conversation that comes down to the artists look after their thing. And like Lawyer Ash, for example, a lot of boys got finesse because Math stole the 20 bags. Something of him.
And the worst thing is the few, like my man, tarnish it for everyone else.
Yeah, basically
everyone else.
So a lot of boys' brand base just went down.
And most artists think, oh, I don't want to get done how the Little Boys got done. So, but
like even Bear Win, he has a bar. He's like, and then it went sour over money like it always does. Yeah,
man. I mean, I feel like that's one of the biggest things you can argue over in this life.
Yeah,
like it literally is currency in it, and it definitely spins this world, innit? So if you're in a game and an industry where you know that, because blood, that is a multi-billion pound industry.
You just gotta do your best. This season thing is dead me. But real talk, you gotta do your best to cover as many bases as possible. Speak to as many people as you can. Find out as much as you can with the resources and the network that you got. And then, yeah, man. Honestly, you just gotta pray.
This guy's killing me.
Nah, but you do. Like, you just gotta pray that it just goes right for you. Because, yeah, man. You just gotta pray. You just gotta pray that you get the right people stay around. And then, yeah, man, because all it takes is one thing. It's like someone to leave, like someone somewhere to thing, like someone somewhere to change, like a process to change even.
That's
and then your career is just gone.
You gotta be a bit savvy.
Yeah, like this label you might be at a label and they might say, alright, cool, we're switching to predominantly online advertising, but you're an artist where you do, let's say you're like a singer and you do most of your stuff like in person, and that's where your brand is. Like, you just got unlucky. Sorry, but
It's cutthroat,
you just gotta pray it isn't you.
It's cutthroat.
Like,
You're only the priority in your case.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? You're only the priority for the label in that small section in which you're the priority. Apart from that, you're not a priority.
Yeah.
Flipping no, overheads are more of a priority than you.
Yeah.
Keeping the lights on are more of a priority than you. Like, you're only a priority in that space. And I feel like we can't, anyone in the industry, you can't forget that.
Yeah.
You can't forget that. You got to do your due diligence. You got to move savvy. Otherwise, you're going to get bowled over.
Yeah.
Straight. You're going to get bowled over. Know what's coming, man. Might be hard. Might sound like, oh, it's like, I got to do the Raven. Nah. You just, you got to be about it.
Yeah.
You got to be about your business. Be discerning. Be on it. Read in. Like.
But I'd say even if you do all of that, it can still go left, innit?
It can always go left, though. Like, bro, like, man are talking about life insurance. Man are talking about death clauses, G. It can always go left. Come on, G.
Yeah.
Look at, bro, rest his soul. Look at X. Look how they done my man.
Yeah.
That's left, you know. That's super left.
Yeah. The thing. But then
I'm not being funny, bro. It's all well and good.
Yeah.
But my man's still releasing until today. Even that's left.
Well, yeah, because they own the masters, innit? So technically they,
Do you get what I'm saying, bro? Like, it's mad.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Yeah.
But the business is mad. Like, you need to be.
Yeah.
You need to be ready.
Yeah, this is why I just say, like, yeah. That's why I just say it's down to just trying as much as you can, innit?
Be cut out for it and stand on your own too.
Because I'd say even with the best contract in the world, like, there can still be a thing. You just got to get the best contract you can because the label's going to push back on the contract no matter what, innit?
Get the contract for you. Straight.
And then if the label pushes back and say we can't do this, then
that's it.
Yeah.
Know what you want and don't circle, innit? Like, and be wise. Like,
yeah.
But main thing is know what you want.
Yeah.
That's why one of the main things from get-go, a man always say is know your sound, know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Like, you've been saying it. You don't have to be, not everyone is cut out, made to be the superstar. Not everyone's meant to be running things. Not everyone's meant to be the biggest artist in the world. But know what you want to do. Know who you want to touch.
Yeah.
Know what spaces you want to be in, what rooms you want to be in. Like, see it, envision it, like, and do the work around it to get yourself there. I promise that happens. There'll be the bumps and that, but
yeah,
you know what I mean.
Nah, I hear you.
It's tough though, man. In bottom line, in ending note, yeah, try and get some provisions in place because it would help.
Yeah,
100% it will help, and it's a shame that we see some of the favorites go out the way they do. Just because of something that's so simple, really. I'm not even gonna lie, it is very simple. Very simple. It's sad that it's not obliged. How wonderful would it be if it was obliged?
I'd say.
Imagine that if there was a law like, yeah, you've got to, you have to ensure the mental well-being.
It's because you get like there's so many. It's because the people that you think are, it's like people. Imagine people being your close brethren, yeah, and you enter the industry with them, and you don't even see them switch up on you, but they switch up on you. That's literally how it is for some artists, though. Isn't it? Like, I think, what was it, Chucky Online that was talking about this? It's like there was one artist, and like some people don't actually know how to move in it. Like, he said one artist, he was his manager and his lawyer would go into the meeting with the label, and he would just sit outside. Like, but it's like some people think that's normal.
Be in every meeting.
It's like, yeah, it's like some people don't know what is the right way to move, innit? Like, another one was it's like, you know that thing about legal aid, like, or you're wondering why you're not beating case when you're fighting legal aid. It's like when people say get lawyers, it's like people don't know where to look for a lawyer, innit? Like, where to properly actually look. And it's like then people end up using lawyers recommended by the labels, but that's conflict of interest. But no one says anything about it because they don't know all the that even is a conflict of interest is a thing that people don't there. So yeah, that's why it's just a thing, isn't it? Because I went, yeah,
Tough one, bro. Tough game. Tough game. Just be ready for it. Are you ready for it?
But fam, that's us on Real Talks No Ports, episode 32.
Yeah, man. Tough one.
Let us know your thoughts. That's myself and Dog and Lizzle.
It was truly Xmas.
And we out.